Good morning, children. My voice is clear to you all? My voice is clear to you all? Okay. Ananya, beta, you check your network. It is because of connectivity problem, because the rest are saying that my voice is clear. So children, let's start with the next topic, which is plasma membrane. So as I told you, plasma membrane is living, thin, flexible. Plasma membrane is living, thin, flexible, selectively permeable, made up of now phospholipids and proteins. First, I'll tell you what is selectively permeable, and then I'll tell you what are these phospholipids, how it is made up of phospholipids. Okay, so first of all, flexible means it shows flexibility, it is living, it is thin. These all meanings you know. Selectively permeable means allows, when we say selectively permeable, that means it allows only selected substance or molecules to pass through it. It allows only selected substance molecules to pass through it. That is why we say that it is selectively permeable. Like the small molecules, the molecules which can be easily transferred from the protein lipid bilayer, that can be transferred, or the important substance which are required for the various metabolic activities taking place in a cell are allowed to pass through. When we say that it is made up of phospholipids and proteins, so proteins and phospholipids, these are the two substances of which it is made up. What are these proteins? Phospholipids, plasma membrane, are of two types. Proteins which form plasma membrane are of two types. The two types of proteins which form the plasma membrane are: number one, extrinsic proteins, and number two, intrinsic proteins. The two types of proteins which form the plasma membrane are extrinsic proteins and intrinsic proteins. Where are these extrinsic proteins present? As the name indicates, extrinsic proteins are present on the outer surface or outer side of the plasma membrane. So we can write the first point that these are present on outer side of plasma membrane. Present on outer side of plasma membrane. This is the first point about the extrinsic protein. Now, they are attached to phospholipid heads. Now, where are these present? Are found phospholipid head. Phospholipid head. They are found attached to phospholipid heads. Okay, and they are not tightly attached. They are loosely attached. They are loosely attached. Whenever we will use the words phospholipids, I'll use the term PL. PL means phospholipids. So these are found attached to phospholipids head. Now, what are these phospholipid heads? These I'll tell you when I'll tell you the structure of phospholipids. So extrinsic protein, as the name indicates, proteins which are found on the outer side of the plasma membrane. Where are these attached? These are attached to the phospholipids head and they are loosely attached. What about the intrinsic proteins? Intrinsic proteins are partially or completely embedded in plasma phospholipid bilayer. They are embedded partially or completely embedded in phospholipid bilayer. What are these phospholipid bilayer that PL, I have used the word this already. I told you that I'll be telling you. So they are embedded in and present on the inner side of the, on the, I'll say in between or the inner side of the plasma membrane. So present in inside side of the plasma membrane. So this is about the types of proteins which are present in the plasma membrane. Now I'll tell you about the phospholipids, and one thing more I want to tell you, the proteins, both the proteins which are present in plasma membrane, these are of alpha globular types. Alpha proteins present in both are of alpha globular types. Protein present are of alpha globular types. So the proteins which are present in both, whether it is extrinsic or intrinsic protein, these are of alpha globular type. Now I'll tell you about the phospholipids. Phospholipids in the plasma membrane. What type they are? What is their structure? The phospholipids which are present, how they look like, how many types they are. So phospholipid structure in plasma membrane is of this type. This is the head, and then it has the tail. Okay. So this is lipid molecule. This lipid molecule is attached to phosphate. Phosphate. This is phosphate molecule. I'll write it for you. This is lipid molecule, and at the head is attached the phosphate molecule. This is known as hydrophilic head. Hydrophilic head, or we can also say this is the polar end. Polar end, and this portion, this is hydrophobic tail. Hydrophobic tail, which is non-polar. So we have hydrophilic head and hydrophobic tail. What do we mean by hydrophilic and hydrophobic? Hydrophilic is water loving, hydrophobic is water hating. If it allows, if it is soluble in water, or it allows the water soluble substance, we call it hydrophilic. Water loving. Water loving. And hydrophobic is water hating. So the two types of substance, hydrophilic and hydrophobic, water loving and water hating. So this is the structure of phospholipid, in which we have a hydrophobic tail. Phosphate tail part is hydrophobic, which is water hating or non-polar. Another thing is, as I wrote here, present on outer side of plasma membrane, found attached to phospholipid head. That means extrinsic protein will be attached here near the head, whereas intrinsic protein, it will be embedded in between, somewhere here in between two phospholipid molecules. Okay, so this is how a phospholipid molecule looks like. Anything in this you want me to repeat? Anything in this which you want me to repeat? Yes, I want your response, or anything which is not clear, you can tell me. Yes. Okay, I'm getting response from only one girl. Anything which you want me to repeat, children? I got only one response. If anybody has any problem in this what I have taught just now, you can. Okay, Harsha is also saying it's clear. Yes, beta. Yes. Yes, I have got 3 responses till now. Okay. Yashika, any problem? Amrita, Yashika, Amrita, you haven't yet responded. Lalit, Sarthak. Okay. So this was about the phospholipids. This was about this. Now, I have told you how many types of proteins are there in the structure of plasma membrane. Okay, Sapak is also saying. And how many types of phospholipids are there? How many types of proteins are there in a plasma membrane, in the structure of plasma membrane? So now I move to the model. One more thing which I would like to tell you about the phospholipid is the movement shown by the phospholipid molecules. This type of structure which is shown by phospholipids is known as empipathic structure, or we call it empipathic arrangement. This is known as empipathic. amphipathic. This type of arrangement, this type of phospholipid molecule is known as amphipathic phospholipid. So this arrangement of phospholipid shows amphipathic structure, or these phospholipids are amphipathic in their nature. Okay. Now I'll show you the types of movements which are shown by phospholipids. Now the movement shown by phospholipid molecules. The movement shown by phospholipid molecules, these are again of two types, the transition movement and flip-flop movement. The first type is transition type, and the second type is flip-flop. This movement you will be able to understand once I draw the structure of the plasma membrane, otherwise it will be difficult for you to understand. So right now, I think the top one is not visible to you. Yes, so right now I'll not be showing you, I'll not be telling you what is transition type of movement. This I'll show when I draw the diagram of plasma membrane. So the model of plasma membrane, or the structure was of plasma membrane, it was given in 1972 by, in the year 1972 by Singer and Nicholson. These were the two to give the first model of plasma membrane, and the name of that model was fluid mosaic model. It was fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane, and it was the most accepted model of plasma membrane. Before this also, Davison and Robertson, many more scientists, they gave the model of plasma membrane, but the structure, the model of plasma membrane which was accepted was given by Singer and Nicholson, and this is the only model which is given in your NCERT book also, which it was given in the year 1972 by Singer and Nicholson, and the model is like this. Here, this is one phospholipid bilayer. I have left some space here so that I can make protein molecules here. Okay. These are phospholipid bilayer. One layer is this, one layer is this. That is why we call it phospholipid bilayer. These are phospholipid bilayer. In between we have the intrinsic proteins. I'm making with red color the intrinsic proteins. This is embedded within the phospholipid bilayer, this one protein. And some proteins are here, extrinsic proteins. So I think it is clear to you. I'll label it for you. These are extrinsic proteins. This is lipid layer. This is lipid layer and this is lipid layer. So two layers are there. We call it lipid bilayer or phospholipid bilayer or phospholipid bilayer. This is intrinsic protein. Also known as channel protein. And in some books, it is also written tunnel protein. This is also intrinsic protein. Now, two types of proteins are there. One which are on the surface. One which are on the surface like this one and this layer. And one which are in partially or completely embedded in between the phospholipid bilayer. So these are intrinsic proteins. This structure was given by Nicholson and Singer and Nicholson, and it showed the structure like this with the lipid bilayer, phospholipid bilayer, two layers of phosphate, intrinsic protein, and this is also intrinsic. This is completely embedded within the membrane. This is partially embedded in the membrane, and these are the superficial proteins which are present on the outer side, or extrinsic protein. Extrinsic proteins. So this was fluid mosaic model which was given by Sanger and Nicholson, and he used a sentence for this. He said that this is like proteins iceberg in the sea of lipids. He said that this appears like protein iceberg in the sea of lipids. And he used a word quasi-fluid nature. Quasi-fluid nature, you will find this word in the book. Quasi-fluid means the jelly-like form, jelly-like nature of the lipids, jelly-like nature of the lipid. If you see, the proteins are like iceberg, and where they are floating in the lipids, phospholipids. This protein, these proteins, they're like icebergs, like the big chunks of ice. They float in the sea. So same way, these are like icebergs which are floating in the phospholipid sea. Now, uh, this is what he wanted to explain. These, why these are known as channel proteins or tunnel proteins? These are known as channel or tunnel proteins because they allow the passage of certain substances through them. Certain substances which are hydrophilic in nature and not allowed by the hydrophobic bilayer, they are allowed to pass through this channel. It forms a channel or a tunnel to let the substances go from it into the cell. Suppose this is membrane is like this, so into the cell they are allowed to go. Okay, so this is about the nature, and this is, now I wanted to tell you transition type and flip flop movement of phospholipids. Transition type is the movement, because this is, as I told you, this is flexible. The plasma membrane is flexible. That means there can be movement of phospholipids. The phospholipids move from its place to bring about flexibility in the plasma membrane. And how is that movement possible? This movement is possible. Suppose we name this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if this 1 shifts at the position of 4 and this 4 shifts here, so that means there is a shifting because of the flexible nature of plasma membrane. The lipid molecules have shifted, and this movement is known as transition movement, transition type of movement. Now, another movement is flip-flop type movement. Suppose here we have, let's say, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the molecule from here shifts here. That means 9 comes here and 2 comes here. So this movement from one lipid phospholipid layer to another phospholipid layer is flip-flop movement. So transition movement is within the same layer. Flip-flop movement is in between the two phospholipid layers. This is the difference between transition movement and phospholipid movement. So I'll write that for you about the two types of movements. The transition movement and the flip-flop movement. Transition movement and the flip-flop movement. So molecule of phospholipid molecule in the same layer is transition movement. The movement of same layer is known as transition movement. So this is the transition movement, and flip-flop movement is movement of plasma phospholipid molecule in between the two layers. Movement of I'm writing only PL. This signifies the phospholipid molecule between this is flip-flop movement. So if the movement is in the same layer, then we call it transition movement, and if it is in between the two layers, then we call it flip-flop movement. So this is the difference between the two. And then here we can also say that the fused mosaic model is in the sandwich form. Sandwich form. How it is in the sandwich form? We get one protein layer. See, one protein layer. Then after one protein layer, what do we have? we have lipid phospholipid bilayer. And then again, what do we have? Again, we have protein layer, phospholipid bilayer, and then again protein layer. So thus we have a protein this in the form of a sandwich where we have both the proteins and phospholipids arranged in a way like in between two bread we have two bread slices, we have something in between, or some butter, some cheese slice, anything in between, we have that forms a sandwich form. So in the same form we have this fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane, which was given by Singer and Nicholson, and it was the most accepted model of plasma membrane. Anything in this which you could not understand and you want me to repeat, children, or is it clear? Yes, beta, anything you want me to repeat in this? Okay. Any question? Any question in this? Okay. Okay, I'm getting response. Yashika is absent today. Yashika is not there. Yashika, are you there?